On today's episode, we're going to discuss the collapse of nightlife and the greatest dance trends of the 21st century. Welcome back to the Shambles Show.
Alright, man. Toby's back. Feels nice to be on this side again, man.
Were you sitting in my seat?
It's not your seat, bro. What I'm saying, that sofa, that sofa is like, you know, in Lord of the Rings, like when they put on the ring and they start getting corrupted. That's what. So I was saying things sitting in that chair that I would never usually say.
Saying things I had to cut out.
a lot I had to cut out.
I was going to say something. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Because you probably cut it out anyway.
Yeah, probably.
You probably would cut it out.
We'll edit that out.
Exactly. But we do have a guest today.
Yeah, man.
We have a guest. The illustrious, I was gonna say handsome, but it's not that kind of couch.
No.
The entrepreneurial, one of the most charismatic men I've had the beauty of bumping into on the street in the height of COVID. Johnny VEYRET. VEYRET. Oh, you trying to be French?
He tried to be French.
Croissant. I've had a pan of chocolate.
Yeah. The culinary Casanova.
Johnny VEYRET.
Johnny VEYRET. Yeah,
Alright,
Let's go.
Big up Johnny, man.
Hey,
Johnny,
hey.
man.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Johnny,
Pleasure to teach you to not drink beer with ice cubes.
bro,
It's like asking for a straw in your pint.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
That's crazy.
have you done that before?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I just checking.
First time for everything.
I've had cider with a straw.
I have had a straw in like the beer bottle to like straw pedo it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Pedo it.
Straw pedo.
I felt like there were two separate words.
There were, Johnny.
It wasn't like a on dash. It
Johnny,
was
that's
straight.
straight.
Yeah, it was a space.
Right
I
there.
know what you're talking
It's gonna be a long day for me today, man.
It's called air intake. Let's go with that.
Now, Johnny, what's this? What we got here?
So I brought a little treat for you guys, which, that's what the ice cubes were for. But it's fine, we'll get there. So I just brought a little bottle of one of our homemade concoctions, which we call the Old Fashioned for Daddy. Seeing that Daddy's present today, I thought it was very appropriate.
Wait, who's that?
Oh, wait. Wait a minute.
I think everybody's a daddy in their own way.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
We'll take
For people who don't know, Johnny actually owns two of the best bars in London. Bubba
Yep.
Oasis.
Bubba Oasis.
Bubba Oasis.
Yep.
If you ain't been, you're missing out, man. I can't lie. It's a
Good vibe.
vibe.
100%.
It's a vibe,
Fucking
man.
great vibe this weekend. We put on a party on Friday. It's the first time we've done it on the terrace. So similar to you have like in the park, like these festivals and stuff. I'm trying to do something on the terrace. So so we had thanks for coming, by the way.
I didn't. How would I know? What?
I'm playing, bro. No, it was a great vibe. We did it was Afro beats all night, Afro house and stuff like that. So it was Afro house, not Afro beats. Sorry, I'm getting my genres mixed up, and no, it was a fucking great little vibe. So yeah, we filmed it from 3 different angles. Got like the yeah. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this content and then ship it out to like bigger DJs to get them to come down and essentially try to create some hype around that brand. So that's it's pretty exciting.
On that note, would you call Bubba a bar or a club? What would you call it?
Clubhouse, bro. It's not the same. It's like the concept is like work by day, play by night. So because there's a space in the market because one people work they're working a lot more, but they need a nice place to work from, and we kind of noticed this like during COVID and stuff, which a lot of city was fucking empty during lockdown, and I think like a lot of companies realized that like, oh shit, we don't need to spend this much money on offices. Because people can work from home. They actually work from home. I don't know, you have to be convinced.
I'm not saying shit on camera.
Allegedly.
I'm at my desk for 7 hours.
Oh, I gotta come into the office on Fridays. Oh, that's really hurting my mental health.
Hey, my Teams is green. My Teams is available. Don't try to call me though.
But yeah, no, it's a space where you like basically do it. So you're a one-stop shop for everything you need. So you can come in the morning, like work, and then 5 p.m. like lights go down, music goes up, and then you can like start sipping cocktails and stuff. So you don't really need to go anywhere. Yeah, but it's a cool little concept that we've been kind of like trying to define. And in the evening, like one of the things that I like is like Fridays and Saturdays, like we call it like the best house party in town. And that's a term that I coined on the first night we opened, which was Friday, what was that, June 2021. And we were up on the landing, upstairs. You get on the landing, and I was there with a friend of mine, Sam, and I was talking, and people were going up and down and in and out, and I was like, bro, this feels just like a fucking house party. This is 2021, and then now I see a house party popping up everywhere. I'm like, maybe we start a trend. Oh, that's cool. But yeah, no, it's an interesting little concept that we're still playing with. We're like pretty like community focused. We're like last Sunday, for example, in the morning we had like a cake making thing on the terrace.
Oh shit, that's cool.
Not my cup of tea, personally, but, cool. It's not something I'd sign up to do. But it's cool that we can do that, and then we'll have like a panel downstairs, and then but the night before we had people like on the fucking couches like dancing their ass off, and there was especially like one day. This was like a Sunday morning. Rob and I, we were gonna go do some like a charity thing. So we met up on Sunday morning, and then there was a lady like on one of the couches breastfeeding and stuff, which is fun, nothing about that. But I turned to Rob and I said, this is really interesting, because last night there was a girl flashing everybody in the same spot. So it was just such a funny contrast,
Oh, man.
I was like, as long as the titties are out, it's cool.
Exactly. that's the couch for it.
That's the couch.
You're in the right spot.
And now these couches.
Oh, man. No, but what is the best thing about owning, running a clubhouse? In London.
For me, it's kind of like the reaction that we get from people when we're able to show them something different. So, like yesterday, we had an engagement party on the terrace, and they wanted something super specific. They wanted it to feel like a festival and stuff. So I had several DJs going back to back for them. Yeah. But they wanted to end it on drum and bass and stuff like that. And I was in the beginning, I was like, that's not really the type of music that we play. It was like dubstep and shit like that towards the end. But so I was a bit skeptic. But the crowd was so freaking nice, and they were so grateful at the end. They're like, "Oh, best night ever," That's really like one of the best parts about it. It's like when people kind of get it.
Yeah.
But it takes a lot for people to get it because we're very multifaceted. So there's a lot of like, balls in the air and a lot of plates spinning at the same time. So when people kind of get the concept, that's when it's like, okay, cool.
100%. Because like I remember there was one night we went. It was a few months ago. And like obviously it was like hip hop R&B playing, and suddenly it switched to salsa, and like, but no one complained. Everyone was like, "This is now the vibe," and everyone just went with it, and the vibe was amazing. So like, it like you said, I think what you're doing is working personally. Like,
that's it.
But I know it's working because basically, when I met Johnny, it was because I was just walking down the street, maybe going shopping or something. I can't
Sounds
remember
random
what.
as well.
Yeah, exactly. And he was like, "We're opening tonight." Like, come, you get a free drink. I'm just like, they ain't gonna last. Like, do you know, like, it used to be an Italian restaurant, like, and like they were like super new, and it had changed bare times. Like in the past, like management changed and whatever. I'm like, this ain't gonna last. You know how many like bars open up on Upper Street and they don't last? I was like, whatever. But Johnny actually chatted to me, was like, bare energy. I was like, okay, do you know what? Fine, I'll get a drink. I shouted Liam. It was COVID. I think that it probably had to end at like 10 or something. I can't remember what. Called him up. When we came back. I remember, I will never forget her. Her name was Bella. She was like tall, had bare tattoos.
Bro, she got the Bubba logo tattooed on her arm.
Bro, girls get my name.
She worked with us for like fucking 4 months. That was crazy.
Is that it?
Yeah,
that's why I kept coming back, man.
She moved back to Scandinavia. That's why. Yeah, but now she's cool.
Where's Scandinavia? I might have to pull up.
DK.
Okay, Copenhagen.
Look at this guy, bro. He'll do some stalking later.
You know what I mean,
bro? We're talking about her. He was like, "Oh, I follow her on Instagram." I was like, "Yeah, no shit, bro."
fucking Joe from you over here.
Literally,
You're catching the bush. No, actually the bush. No, but like, no, she was bare nice, bare charisma. I was like, I might like it here. You had the big blue chairs. It was a different setup to where it is now, but like, it was just bare nice.
Yeah, bro, we were broke. I mean, we were super proud of it when we opened it. But I'm looking at pictures like of when we first opened versus what it looks like now. Obviously, you keep reinvesting in the business and in the concept and like refining it. But like, I'm looking back at pictures now. I'm like, It wasn't as cool as I thought it was. You know? But at the time, you know, it's the same thing. It's always when you look back on a picture of yourself and you're like, you know, because you've advanced, you know, you get a little bit embarrassed about it, but you shouldn't get embarrassed about it. Is what I'm saying. But yeah, no, dude, like we have a philosophy for hiring people, especially like front of house and like behind the bar and stuff. Like I'm not gonna hire someone that I wouldn't do an 8 to 10 or yesterday I was there from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. You know, I wouldn't hire someone that I wouldn't do that shift with and then want to go for beers afterwards.
I hear it.
Do you know what I mean?
They
Like,
just don't hire ugly people, is what it is. I never see someone that place ugly. I never see someone that
it's called the law of attraction.
That place, no one is ugly, man. No one is ugly.
Yeah.
Some people in the cut. No, I'm joking.
Nah,
Wow.
Yeah.
nah, but obviously this is your industry, and we wanted to. There was a couple of statistics out there, and we wanted to get your opinion on it, like in terms of like, is it true? Is it, and why is it true? Why not? But firstly, I wanted to ask, because you've got a lot of cool experience, and these experiences you're talking about, like in terms of like age range, would you say like these events are more like people our age range or more like Gen Z?
So yes,
people.
I see what you mean. It's a good question because I'm a millennial, right?
Yeah.
I'm a 87 model, so.
Jeez. Do you
Start using that.
I love that. That's called I'm a 95 place.
But yeah,
Cut that out so no one knows when I start using it.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Production, get on that. Get on that.
You came up with that one, off the dome.
Off the
It's
dome.
funny because my girl 97, right? So like there's I see like things from her side and from my side as well.
Yeah.
And I noticed like just the trends and like people my age or just like my generation, I guess. Like we're more used to kind of going out and like drinking and all this and that.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's a lot more health focused in a way. People aren't drinking as much. I don't know if I think there's some kind of paradigm shift, which is cool. And you got to kind of like roll with the times and like stay relevant and up to date. And I think that's why a lot of brands will die is because they're not kind of seeing trends and like trying to nip it in the bud before it becomes something.
Look at
But like personally, like I mean, like I don't know, like for me, like going out for a beer could mean a heavy night. You know what I mean? Whereas now, like we do see like a trend and like there's a decrease in footfall. Obviously, like bro, shit's just fucking expensive.
Yeah, that
I
too.
mean, like London, bro, you step outside, you're like, ooh, that was £50. So I'm
Yeah.
just like,
It's a joke.
Facts.
It's stupid.
Facts.
Actually a joke.
Facts.
It's stupid. So I think people might. It might just be that the new generation are just smarter with their money.
Yeah, it could be.
It might be that.
Because
maybe.
for like the viewers and everything, that was exactly the question I wanted to ask, just in terms of the statistics out there that Gen Zs are apparently clubbing less than we were, drinking less than we were.
They think they're better than us, and I hate them. I hate them for it.
Let me tell you right now.
No, you know what it is, bro. They get to talk about all their mental issues. We never got to.
Yeah.
Talk about That's what it is.
We
bro.
danced the
This
night
is what
away.
we use.
You just shut the fuck up and had a drink
And danced it out.
Nah.
Danced it out, bro.
Let me tell you right now, yeah.
Oh my god, my sister died.
That's crazy work. That's too many shoulders for sister. I'll be real. That's a bit too many, bro.
That's be like it.
Do you know what I mean?
Let me tell you right now, yeah. It's matcha, run clubs, and hummus. I'm telling you, they're killing my
bro.
people, man.
We need to do something about these run clubs,
Bro.
because a lot of you lot aren't there to run.
Yeah.
But you know what? I
But
hear
what's
it.
They're not
wrong
there
with
to
that?
run.
But what's
They're
wrong
not
with
there to
that?
run.
What's wrong with that,
They're
bro?
there to chase
Yeah.
ass, bro.
Okay.
But you know what?
That's why they continue running.
Yeah, we understand.
No, it's not. It's not.
Carry the stick. Carry the stick.
Carry the stick.
But yeah, I think why not? Like people, like just a new way of people like networking, meeting each other, meeting people. You know what I mean?
I think, as you said, there's like a decline, like within like a certain demographic.
Yeah.
Like going on. I think we just need to rebrand it. Yeah. Run clubs. Drink enthusiast meetups. Yeah. Or do you know what I mean? Alcohol connoisseur clubs.
Like repackage
you're gonna
it.
need that.
I get what you mean.
Repackage.
Repackage it. I got you. I
I'm
got
gonna
you.
be president because I know my shit.
Yeah, no,
You
what's
found her.
I hear it. Like a book club for drinks.
Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
this is what I'm saying.
Like
And
you have to. This is the drink that
Yeah.
we're all gonna sip.
This
Yeah.
Like, we
season.
just do it old fashioned.
like
Yeah.
that.
Oh
That's
my
a good
God.
idea.
Old fashioned
could
for
actually-
daddy.
Yeah, that's fun.
Old fashioned for daddy.
Old fashioned for daddy.
I think we should might have. There's something there, you know.
Yo, cut this out. Hey man,
Oh, if I see this next week,
that's hilarious.
I mean, like, so we've organized like few run clubs. We've been to a few run clubs as well, and our DJs like because we have some really fucking good DJs, and they're super creative. Like they want to DJ, like that's what they want to do.
Shout out to me.
They're not fucking 100%.
Shout out Kevin.
Shout out Kevin. Shout out
man.
Cash. Shout out Yaz. Shout out fucking Roars. Shout out Cameron. Shout out Willie G. Like all these fuckers, man.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
they're fucking good. Shout out Freddie as well. Bro, like these guys are like fucking good. And they're not only super technical. Amadeo as well. I see you, baby.
They're paying for this promo, right?
It's all right, bleep them out. I don't want anyone getting offended if I didn't mention it. Like you motherfucker.
For just $5.99, you can unbeat your name.
It's gonna be you, baby.
Yeah, check the PayPal right now.
We got my Venmo.
Check the Patreon. That is hilarious.
But yeah, no, and because they're super creative, and you know, we give them a space where they can be creative. Because I think that's like the worst thing. It's like if you're kind of put under some kind of scrutiny where you're not in a space where you can where ideas can flow, or if you have an idea and it gets shut down, it doesn't promote that inner kind of like desire to actually think of ideas, and you know. But because we do this, like I'll sit them down and we'll have like a meeting about, you know, it's not even a meeting, it's more like spitballing. It's like, what do you think could work, this and that, and then also get their feedback on like what the music trends are. Because it's like, I mean, like my business partner Rob, this is so dumb. One day he like hit me up. He was like, Johnny, we can't play Afrobeats anymore. And I was like, I was like, wait a minute, yeah, you got the wrong genre, bro. I sent him like 20 songs. I was like, this is Afrobeats. He's like, oh yeah, no, I really like that. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And there was some other like really fucking hardcore shit. I was like, yeah. So the extremes like don't really work, but you gotta like the event on Friday, bro. That was like I'm really excited to see that footage because it was good, bro. And we had like. It was like a quiet thing, but we had, I don't know, about 100 people turn up for that, which is good on the terrace, you know, that makes it like nice and packed. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
girls,
that
everything
terrace,
like
yeah.
that. It's, you know, I'm in a very happy relationship, but I need pretty girls in my bar. It's just that simple.
Bro,
You know what?
I've
I've always had a philosophy. So,
I was about to say, I've been saying this exact same thing.
That's my favorite shit.
I've been screaming this shit for years.
That's my favorite shit.
but like the way that I see it, right? So you got to get charismatic, energetic people behind the bar, right? So it doesn't matter if they're good looking; they just got to have style or something, right? Something about them, which is like also like.
So
whole,
Toby
like,
can't work there.
Toby good, but I don't know, bro. If he'd do like 1 or 2 shots, he'd start going a bit wavy.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
There's nothing wrong with that if you're a guest. If you're a host.
No, but you know what it is, yeah? Do you know what it is, yeah? Sometimes I end up a bubble after that.
Yeah,
after
explain
already,
this one.
after already having a big night, I end up there.
Yeah,
And some
of course,
people will be there. I'm like, hey, this is the end of my night. Bro, I've slept on one of their sofas one time. I was like, hey, I've been out since like 2 p.m. You know, hey, sometimes it gets like that.
Oh, you homeless? I didn't, bro. You should have reached out for help.
Ciao.
That's wild.
No, deep it.
Yo.
He said the group chat yesterday. Oh, my garden looks luscious today, guys. He wants to come over for a drink. An hour later, he was outside. Talk about he's homeless. Can't beat him, join him.
Sometimes you get a bit restless when the sun's out.
Bro,
too.
100%.
Yeah,
But that's
man.
because we live in a fucking country where it's like gray
All the time.
70%
All the
of
time,
yeah.
So
man.
when the sun comes out, obviously.
You're like, I'm doing myself and nature a disservice by staying inside.
No, facts.
They need to see me.
They do.
They need to
They
see
do.
No, you can't be walking out that. You know, you looking all good and shit like that. You wouldn't walk out that.
The worst is when I get a trim as well. Like,
Hey.
I ain't got a trim now, but when I get a trim, bro,
Hey.
my barber's 15 minutes away from me. Tell me why it takes me an hour and a half to get home.
You're trying to go
That is
everywhere.
I'm
hilarious.
turning off my location.
Bro, I'm going to the post office looking at stamps and
Bro,
shit.
literally.
Everyone's gonna see
Nah,
me.
you got to go shopping, bro. You got to go look, check this aisle,
Yeah.
check that aisle over there.
Just ask for help.
Do you know what I mean? 'Cause- do you know what I
Shadow
mean?
need. Sorry, does this come in a size XS? Not for me. Just wondering about your.
That's hilarious,
Yeah.
bro. Nah, but if we were to, so back to what Johnny was saying, because he said, look, it could be finances why Gen Zs aren't going much. It could be, the health thing. So how would we? I'm not saying that this is the pod for problem solving, but how would we position clubs or bars and stuff in a way? Well, you can't really control the pound, can you? But outside of like the expense side of things, what could we do to? And this is the kind of stuff that you do already. Yeah. What could we do to get more Gen Zs coming in? Like in 5-10 years.
Yeah,
for Toby, 20 years. Me, Toby, only going to be sat down at home. We can't come out clubbing no more. You're going to have different customers. So what are the kind of things you're looking at in terms of that?
It's about giving people a reason to go out. You got to give them a good reason to go out. Whereas, you were on tour this weekend, as you said. But there was an event every single thing, right?
Yeah.
So you went to a book launch, went to a birthday party, went to your sisters and whatnot. So people need more of a reason to go out now than I think they did before.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that people are a bit more homebody. Maybe it's that they're, I don't know, trying to on the health thing. It could be that. But it's really more just give them a reason to do that and create something cool and create some hype around it. So it's really like also the online presence that has a huge impact. Like crazy. We did this thing with, this was wild. You probably saw this, I think, as well. We did that. That was so we have contacts in Universal, and we had Fade, who's like a huge artist in South America. He's this Colombian guy. Apparently, so one of the girls that we work with.
I saw that on your story.
Yeah, bro, that was wild, bro.
That was like a regular Wednesday or
Tuesday.
That was
a Monday morning, bro.
Yeah, bro. And I was like,
does nobody have a job?
It was.
I kid you not, bro.
Insane.
Not even just that. Yeah, I live a stone's throw away from Oasis. Yeah, I went to have a look. I couldn't believe it. The line was insane.
You were telling
I went to
me.
group chat. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
You were telling me.
And there was even people that I knew that were there.
Yeah.
I said, "You don't even live near Angel. You went and trekked all the way here just to get your phone out." I didn't know he was actually doing a performance because I checked his story. He just said, "I'm going for a coffee here."
That was it, bro.
Crazy guy,
yeah, bro. So we're there from 8 a.m. I've never been more hyped for a Monday morning. 8 a.m. we're there setting up everything. We got Universal there, and then at 9:30, this guy just drops a fucking story on his Instagram. This guy's got like 15 million followers almost, right? 9:30, 9:45, we got people queuing up outside.
That's crazy,
bro. By 11:30, we had 700 people outside. I'm like, nuts. What the fuck is this?
Greedy guy.
How greedy. They fucking rushed him. They rushed him, and I never really got that whole fan thing. Okay, it's a personal thing, I understand, but there's a lot of artists that I really admire and stuff, and I like their work, but I'm never in such a fangirl kind of mode. Fangirl, fanboy, but it's just but they fucking rushed him just for what? Just to fucking touch him? Do you know what I mean? Is the pilgrimage or something? Is he gonna cure me of my disease?
My leprosy's gone.
Hey, we need to bring. Hey, I can't lie. We need to bring back leprosy, bro.
That is hilarious.
We need to bring back leprosy, bro. Leprosy was
hilarious.
the OG in the Bible.
Yeah,
Literally.
She was taking out people left, right, and centre.
Literally, bro.
There'd be way less baby mums and baby daddies if leprosy existed, man.
Nah,
Oh shit,
for
leper.
real.
Oh,
Oh shit.
What star sign is that?
oh shit.
I'm in astrology too.
I'm a sag, but I'm a sag, but
Leprosy rising.
I'm a sag leper. So
I'm a sag. That is hilarious.
I think it's the reason I fell off,
If there was one celebrity in the world that you think you'd get,
Eminem for sure, bro.
M.
Yeah, bro. Fucking M, bro.
Yeah,
I hear it.
there's no debate there, man.
I hear it.
Yeah, dude, because just with the upbringing I had and stuff like that, it's super controlled and all this and that. And then I remember like first Eminem album that I got, which was like the Slim Shady LP. The shit was saying
One of them kids.
like, but no, yeah, 100%.
You
but
know what them
Simpler
kids.
moment was for you.
no, that's Eminem show. Y'all, you gotta get your fucking record straight.
I forgot what he said on the song, like headphones blaring, like walking down.
It was literally, but no, like I've always been respectful to my mom and shit like that.
Hey, mom, it's just Slim.
For real.
It's just Slim.
It's fuck you, Debbie shit.
I love that how, as an Eminem fan, that you actually have to clarify it.
Yeah,
it's like,
100%.
But I know all the words clean up my closet.
But hey, it's the art, man.
I had a loving home is what I'm saying.
And your spaghetti's banging.
Hey, shout out M, man.
Shout out M.
No, for real. It wouldn't even be like on a fangirl kind of thing. Like, because I went to go see him in Twickenham in 2018, I think.
Oh, shit.
Bro, and there was something just like 84,000 people screaming at the top of their lungs the same lyrics. But this is like, so when Gen Z like tried to like cancel Eminem for like the song he did with Rihanna, I was like, you guys need to go 3 albums back. Do you have any idea what the fuck he was talking about? I was like, y'all need to educate. So I showed, bro, they were like,
the way you lie.
you know what I mean? Like some stupid thing because he was talking about like choking her out or some shit like that.
What the fuck?
I was like, some girls like that, Like, but no, it was. And I was just like,
I'm an 87 model. I mean,
I got mileage.
I got my
This shit don't run the same. This gasoline.
Say you live.
This ain't you lit. Hey,
that was kind of funny. I remember showing because it's my girl that was like telling me about this, and I was just like, well, let me like educate you real quick. So I put on some songs, like some old school songs, and she was like, he said what?
yeah,
and I was like, yeah.
Have you heard Kim?
I performed Kim.
that is hilarious. Oh,
She's like, what? And I was like, yeah, this fucking album went multi-platinum.
yeah, not for real.
Do you think that actually that the decline in, I'd say, okay, this is subjective, but do you think the quality of music has affected how, or the type of music that's being made is
Partly.
affecting
Yeah,
how much
there's
people
no
be
real
out?
culture going on
Partly,
right now.
partly.
Like, it's such a mix of everything, whereas there were proper movements in music, like especially in the 90s, early 2000s. Like when 50 Cent came out.
Oh.
When The Game came out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that, and this was just like, whoa, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I was in high school at the time, but this fucking took us by storm,
Yeah.
And it was just like, it was a whole movement. It was, but then you have, on the other side, you also had like Slipknot, going out.
Yeah,
Limp
yeah,
Bizkit
yeah.
going
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Like, this music's still fucking hard, dude.
Yeah.
And then before that, you had like, in the 80s, you had like fucking like rock and roll, and then heavy metal and, Nirvana, whatever, But these were like categories.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's like, in a way it's kind of cool, but you have like all these different genres
That have,
and
like, kind of
styles
blended.
mixing
Yeah,
together.
but I don't really like it.
But it's like, okay, here's what it is. Let's take Play-Doh as an example. Right?
Okay.
So
Oh, shit.
Play-Doh, you got green, you got blue, you got whatever. You mix that all up together, that's just one fucking color. And there's no one. So the individuality that I see nowadays, it's not really individual. It's just kind of like,
picking from
it's a bit
different-
of hearsay. I heard this, I like that, whatever. But I don't know. I don't feel like there's really anything. Besides, like, I mean, the one thing you could do is, like, I think the girls still kind of have their own little.
So I was
genre.
going to say that. I think pop stars are now coming back. Like,
You think?
Yeah, no,
like
they
Charlie
are.
XCX and Sabrina Carpenter.
I don't think-
Yeah,
I
like, so
I don't
they're
think-
having an impact.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
next
Sabrina,
coming
yeah.
back.
For sure.
I have not heard one Charlie XX song.
I guarantee you have.
probably
I
have,
said the same
but
thing.
not knowing
I
it's
said,
them.
yeah, exactly.
On my life,
I
I've
said the
never
same
heard
thing. Do you know what? I
You
said
want
the
to hear
same thing.
something
Like,
fucking dumb? I was walking in Battersea Park, going for a run. I was with my girl, right? And then in the background is that song like HTO, TO, whatever, right? And I was like, the fuck is Hot Togo? I was like, trying to spell it out. I was like, what is Hot Togo?
Hot Togo.
that happened to me as well.
Nah.
And she was like,
Hot Togo.
I said
Hot to go. Hot Togo. Nah, he 87 play for real.
Bro, I might have been in Bubba when I heard it. I swear to God, I might have been in there. I was like,
Hotogo.
I kid you not,
bro. I was like, what the fuck?
I
is
was
she
trying to
spelling?
make it make sense.
Because she's not spelling it. She's spelling it right. Well, she's spelling it right, but she's spelling it like one word.
Yeah.
I'll be so real. As he was saying it, I thought the exact same thing.
That's hilarious. Hotogo is hilarious.
Bible, the same thing happened to me. I said,
Hotogo.
hot to go.
Yeah.
I was like, that even as it don't
I
fucking
was
make
like, wow,
sense.
mind blown.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
she let me run with it for a solid 5 minutes.
That's
I was
hilarious.
like, the fuck is this girl saying? She's not making any sense.
I already
She's
know
just
the
looking
edit.
at me like I'm a fucking dumbass. You know? I didn't get why. Oh, hot to go.
I already know the edit. I'm gonna look insane. But I swear, I had the same thing.
That's funny.
Oh, but you do know Charlie XCX on there.
I don't.
I know
think
the
I probably
apple's rotten right to the core. Oh, you know it, bro.
do. I like good music. I'm sorry.
You know the song. Everyone knows the
I'm
song,
sorry.
bro.
I'm sorry.
Everyone
I'm
knows
sorry.
the song.
He knows the tick.
Oh.
My palette's better than yours.
But no, I think them pop stars are coming back. I think that hot to go shit.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're all coming. I think them girls are coming back.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
but
Boy bands are coming back as well.
But, no,
I think K-pop and all of that.
Co-
Yeah, K-pop and all
Koreans
of that.
out here.
K-pop, J-pop,
K-pop,
K-pop, J-pop.
They're out here.
they're like headlining some festival or some shit like that.
Honestly.
in the UK.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
NCT 17,
Nah,
What the
obviously.
fuck is that?
Bro, do your research, bro.
NCC 17.
NCT 17. So there's like
Time out.
different like groups within NCT in it, and they
You can't just say it's coming back and no one knows what it is.
every.
That means they come-
If you see their monthly listeners on Spotify, you'll understand that you're the one that don't know who they are, and everyone else does. NCT.
That is hilarious.
So there's NCT 127, there's NCT Dream, NCT Wish,
Are these
NCT
different?
U.
Are these different groups?
So it's like the 1.9 million on NCT Global, but it's like it's NCT, and then they have subsections.
Yeah, is
Oh,
NCT,
NCT.
Sorry, is NCT a genre?
A group,
It's a group.
a K-pop group, but
And they have sister and brother bands
and then they've
within it.
broken up like the overall group into like smaller groups, basically.
How do you know any of their
So
songs?
it's like
Marketing
yeah, I
genius.
actually do. I have them saved on my thing. NCT 127 are my favorite. You know.
I bet you listen to them while you're sipping on your cocktail.
Shout out to my
Literally,
niece.
that mojito.
My niece put me on K-pop.
Fairs,
My niece
fairs,
put me on
fairs,
K-pop, and I can't lie. I'm here for it. I'm here
Fairs.
for it.
Nah,
bro.
fairs,
I'm here for
fairs.
it.
What do you like about it?
Okay, this is one thing that I'll say. I won't put it on all Asian culture. I'll say Koreans and the Japanese. Yeah.
Okay.
What they do is what I found from my experience. They're and also Filipinos, but they're like the Asian black people. So okay, we'll just talk about Koreans and Japanese for now.
Right.
When they see something that they like, they fucking perfect the process.
Yeah.
And when
That's what Japan did with Korea.
when
That's wild.
Wait. To our Korean brothers and sisters, please. I don't even know Korean, bro. I don't know. I ain't got the language to say that one, bro.
I'm gonna say sorry, but I know it's Japanese. Wait, what is
All I know is oppa. That's all I got.
Annyeonghaseyo.
Yeah, I say it's always the ayo, but
Yeah.
hey man,
Toby,
shout out to you, man. That was crazy.
outrageous, bro.
That was crazy.
I didn't even know if I could put
Our fan base might not even get the joke.
But I respect the quick wit though.
Yeah, no, hey,
That was rapid.
that was
We'll see how this edit.
hilarious.
That was what was my point? Yeah.
But yeah,
They see
perfect.
something, they perfect it, and the quality is always top notch.
Yeah.
And not only is the quality top notch, but the respect for the history is always there. So it never feels like cultural appropriation. So like K-pop, the majority of it is just 2000s R&B, and with like using like New Jack Swing dances and all that shit.
Right.
However, the respect for the art forms there, they're going to the right people. Like they've got Teddy Riley producing, they've got certain choreographers choreographed for them, and they put the effort in. So I think that's where, when I see it, I'm like, okay, it's not like someone just thinking, oh, this looks nice. They've literally done the research, done the history, and perfected their craft. So I think all these K-pop groups, bro, they're gonna take over, and like they're actually incredible.
They've done well. I'll
They're
be real.
sensational.
I'm gonna sound like an old head. I'm gonna sound like a hater, but I think fans are soft as well, man. Fans are getting soft.
What do you mean?
It's like
I know
it's
exactly
like,
what you mean.
It's like a split second. Maybe someone's done like a hair flick. Oh, the aura. and that's it. Those are their fans.
Let me not no. Don't front. When Michael Jackson was on stage and he did this.
Yeah, I get you.
People fainted.
Okay, they was. I'll be real.
Man stood here and they went,
You ain't even lying. No, you ain't lying. However, think about the demographic of people that were fainting. The majority of people that were fainting.
all over the world, bro.
Yeah, people
there were
fainting.
clips in Singapore, in London,
You started
in
with
Italy,
Singapore.
in South Africa. There are clips all over the world, bro. I can't lie. Michael was the original Sung Jin Woo.
Yeah, but whoa. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a
You want
minute.
on the level, you know what I'm talking about. Michael Jackson
Wait a
is Sung Jin
minute.
Woo.
Wait a minute.
Hold on a minute.
Hold on.
Hold on a minute.
Wait. So now everyone's got MJ Zora, is what you're saying.
Ooh, no, that's not what I'm saying.
No, because in K-pop it comes across like that, and I could be wrong. Hey man, don't kill me for it. But for me, the fans, which are mostly like our younger, like brothers, sisters, not mine, but like cousins and whatnot, nieces, nephews. Yeah, man, it just seems to like give it up so easy. Like, do you know what I mean?
So you want fans?
It's easier for people to become diehard fans.
Yeah, it's just like.
But I think that speaks to what Johnny said before about like how everything is kind of this Play-Doh mix and there's no real movement. So when you get something that's a movement, people are so desperate for that that they're like, they latch onto it. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I would say, to be fair, I'm not gonna put it all on the Gen Zs. Like, in terms of like, it's just been going on for a while. Like, even from like our time, like in terms of like that start of like not being really original, kind of copying things. It was cool. We really appreciated it. But you got like older heads that are like, that sample over there is like from this song, like you know, like all that shit.
But you know what I mean? But even like fucking Dre, like some of his best beats, those are samples.
Exactly. And there's people.
Like,
Yeah, too much. But
When we were young, all the shit that we liked was just samples from the 60s.
yeah.
But now we've reached a stage where, unfortunately, where the songs being made for younger people, they're sampling what we grew up on, and we're like, nah, hold on.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. My parents put
Your parents
actually put
will be
me
like,
on.
we
Yeah,
just
they
our
were
parents
like,
right now.
Yeah, literally.
pretty much.
We're getting
Yeah.
there. There's a couple. There's 1-2 songs. My dad was just like, I think the third song came on. He was like, "That's it. I've had enough." Do you even know? He was like, "Do you even know
Where this came from?
the
bro?
lyrics you're singing right now? You think you think he wrote that?" It's just like, shit,
wrote that
man.
hook?
He's like, "If I tell you about Fela Kuti, do you know Fela?" I'm just like, "Oh
What
man."
I hate about the sampling thing is now, bro, take a touch. Something's getting sampled from.
They're really
a week
taking
ago.
it there, bro.
Like, do you know that
Wait, a week ago.
Bro, do you know that song when Whammy?
I've heard that. I don't know the song, but I know it. I know the song, yeah.
That sample from a fucking BAKJ song that came out like the same month.
The same
It's like, bro,
month.
take a touch.
Take
It's like
That's what we
immediate.
doing.
It's like,
Immediate.
I mean, what they're doing is like, this is also just consumer mindset, you know? So,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they hear like a beat that was like that they thought was nice or something.
Yeah.
Like that. And then they're like, oh, I could like put my twist on it.
Yeah.
So, but it's also like, I mean, you got to think also we live in a much faster paced world than we did back then.
Yeah, for sure.
So everything's like snap, 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 quick, you know. So
Yeah.
I feel like because when I was younger and that used to happen, that would be like a leak on YouTube, and that song doesn't get actually like released officially.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, I went to studio, I rapped on this beat, I put it on YouTube, whatever.
Yeah.
Like Eminem did one like Despicable over like the Drake overbeat. It's lit,
Yeah.
but you don't find it on Spotify.
Yeah.
Now it's like they're gonna release it as a real song. I think that's crazy. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Anyway, that's my 2 cents.
But in short, before we get to the draft, how do we ensure that like the nightlife scene and clubbing doesn't die?
Well, first of all, do you think the nightlife scene is dead?
no, I don't think it's dead. I'd like just to circle back, like I think it's just changing. It's evolving right now, and because it's something new and something that we don't really see. I mean, it's just like people don't go out and clubbing and do TikTok dances.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like no one really does that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and you know, if you're like, it's not a vibe, you know.
There's always that one.
But still, like one thing that I kind of noticed, like just on like a little side topic, little side quest, is I've noticed that like the younger generation, a lot of times I found them to be a lot cooler online than they are in real person.
100%.
So,
Hey, man.
Talk about it.
No. I'll be real. We are looking like the uncles of today, but yeah, you know what?
I can't
Hey, we sound like Shaq, Charles Barkley, and any of them. But hey, man,
true though.
I don't know. It's a weird thing where it's like I don't know. Like I feel like they're just a bit awkward, and I think it's maybe because it's like this obviously this huge focus, which it's a machine you can't stop. Like it's just going that way.
It's crazy.
But just from an observational perspective, you know.
I remember the first time I went clubbing. It's like I was 14. I looked around. I said, "This is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life."
In his school shoes.
Bro, there were dance battles, people whining with shoes on. I said, "This is lit."
And you had to have dance moves.
You had to.
So I learned like 1 step, 1 2 step.
100%. You can't even whine no more, man.
Okay.
Say that.
I do it, Bob.
I do it.
It's not the same. 10 years ago, you want anyone.
Facts. There has been a decline in whining, and I think I know why. I think I know why.
Go
I've
ahead.
thought about this a
Cameras.
lot. Not too much though. But so yeah, cameras.
Yeah.
So before, girls felt like
right.
I assume they felt like, okay, you go in the club, you have fun with your friends, whatever. But now, because there's so many cameras around, it's like you don't want to get caught dancing with someone who you don't think is that attractive. But on the night, you're like, oh, fuck it, I'm just having fun with my friends. But if you're... Basically, everyone's self-conscious for cameras, essentially.
Yeah.
But I also agree with Johnny's point where like they're cooler online than offline. The people going out, they don't understand the joy you can actually get from whining with someone because they're not actually offline or in person. They're not.
First of all,
it's not
don't
cool to
misquote
them.
me. I think they're more comfortable online.
Fair.
It's more comfortable online
Yeah.
because that's like, but that's the same thing as like singing in your shower.
Yeah.
Versus like singing in public, you know, it's not the same thing. And then you can also go back and edit it. You can edit it.
Yeah.
Whereas in real life, I can't go back and like, if I say something now, you know, it's there.
Yeah.
So there's that little element of it, but like and this is why I think like they're, you know, I don't know, man. I don't get all of it, but you know, I don't have to. I think it's interesting. I think it's very interesting to look at. But you have to like kind of like really look at it to, you know. I'll take an example. We had this event. It was like a networking event up on the terrace, and this is like back when we first opened. We had the bar all the way at the back. Before we knocked it down and like turned that into the stage, and there were these three kids that walked in. I say kids, like I don't know, early 20s, whatever. And this was like, and this is also like 3-4 years ago. So just coming out of COVID, whatever. And they were stood at the front, but the event was up on the terrace. But that's a long walk to go speak to, you know, 3 people behind that bar. That's you know, maybe a little bit hesitant or whatever. Bro, it took them a minute and a half to walk over, and I'm like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to see how long it takes them to ask me a question. In person, just from one person to another. A minute and a half. And then they finally walk up. Is there an event here? Yeah, it's upstairs. But I was just like, let me give them time. And then it took them a minute. And there's 3 of them. And they were just kind of looking around, a bit unsure. Like, and I was just like, how do you not like have the interpersonal skills to just be able to speak to another person and say what's up, you know? But then quick to comment online.
Oh man.
I think they're super quick to say opinionated shit.
I've been I felt the brunt of that.
It's just interesting.
I've been on Threads, and I've mentioned it earlier in another episode, and I just stated my opinion about Drake's new album, which I actually liked, but I didn't think it was great for his standard.
The Nokia one.
And and there was one song I thought just wasn't great, and I was like, I just put my opinion on it, bro. In an hour, I had about 80 replies. Like 100 quote tweets and shit. People saying, "Oh, this guy gets no bitches." Oh, you don't get it. Like, I'm sitting.
I that's what it boils down to.
You know what I mean?
I don't like Drake's song. You get no bitches.
They're challenging my man. I don't want bitches, but I said I don't get bitches.
You're like, we're gonna take a break just so I can prove I get bitches.
Maybe I'm gonna come back stronger.
This is for us.
I'm just for you.
That is
Do you want a man
hilarious.
that gets no bitch?
Oh man.
Oh, but yeah.
Yeah, you say that, but then Tony Braxton was like, "But a shy guy is the kind of guy."
On music, sorry, on music, Mario Winans, yeah.
Yeah.
As I got older, as a kid, I loved this song, yeah. But as I got older, I really take issue with the I don't wanna know if you're playing me, keep it on the low.
Cause my heart can't take it anymore.
What the fuck are these lyrics?
I mean, I hear it though.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's.
I understand
he
where
doesn't wanna
he's
know.
coming
I
from.
get it. I get it.
I don't take the same position.
Yeah,
but-
yeah,
yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
But I get it. I get it.
You
But I
know.
mean, it's the same-
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, and what mama don't know don't hurt her.
You know what I'm saying?
So-
I get it. But I get
Oh,
it.
But that's
man.
yeah. It's, goddamn.
Yeah, man.
When I'm younger, I'm not deep in it. When I'm older, I'm deep in it. I'm like,
That was
"Oh."
really like in the lover boy kind of period.
Yeah.
Like, where it's like, I don't
Leather
know, that
jackets with no shirts.
Yeah.
rain.
So much rain, bro.
Very.
There was a lot of tears.
Oh.
Crying.
Yeah. Dance trends.
Dance trends, yeah. It's time for the draft.
So, we're going to draft our favorite dance trends. Everyone will get 3 picks. We'll start with our guest, and we'll go clockwise.
Yeah.
And the audience, will decide who had the best team of 3
No,
dance
we'll ring
trends.
someone.
Or ring someone.
Audience can decide as well, but we'll ring
Okay,
someone.
okay. Short of time, but we'll see.
All right, so like what dance trends that really like shook the world?
So you get
All right,
one pick.
Fuck yeah! First one, obviously Macarena.
Oh, that's strong. That's strong.
Oh, we started like that. Is that what we're doing?
Everyone knows the Macarena.
That's some strong.
Wow.
That's
Bro,
strong as fuck.
guys, you know I win week
Off
in,
of
week
one
out.
song.
This might be the
One
week I lose.
genre, one
I
song.
got that's in my bad. I'm taking the electric slide.
Electric slide.
That's a tough two. Are we reset? Is that what we're doing?
No, I'm making a note of everyone's picks.
Okay.
Going over.
Production.
Yeah, I hear it, man. Shout for that.
Shout production.
Dance crazy.
We had some cute picks. Macarena,
Cute.
Electric
Cute.
slide. Cute. They're cute. But none rock the world like this one. I'm going moonwalk.
The Moonwalk was iconic, but in terms of nah, you're right.
Nah. It's
Everyone did that
it's
shit.
the dance, bro.
Everyone tried it.
Everyone
Can you
tried
move
that
on?
shit.
Actually, the
course.
whole club doing it.
Yeah, but can you see a club? Can you see? Yeah, I don't see the club doing it.
Yeah, I don't see.
I don't see the
I don't
club
see the
doing
whole
it.
club doing it.
I don't see the whole
I
club
don't see the
doing
whole
it.
club doing it.
Bro, the whole club, generations have done. You have 3-year-olds trying to moonwalk. You have 60-year-olds trying to moonwalk.
Yeah.
You have stepmoms. You have mother-in-laws. You have granddads. The moonwalk is timeless.
Yeah, but
The electric sliders.
I'm looking in the club.
Macarena is.
I'm looking in the club right
I'm
now.
in the club.
These two are up right now. I can't lie,
Yeah,
bro.
we're in the
But
club.
the
We're in the
impact
club, yeah.
of the moonwalk,
It was sensational, Michael
the
Jackson.
Macarena ain't getting no bitches. The moonwalk, electric slide, maybe. Maybe.
That
maybe.
electric side, definitely.
With enough sauce, yeah. But the moonwalk, you're telling me you pull a 10 out
love
of
how
10
he thinks
moonwalk
Macarena,
yeah.
in loafers and white socks,
You could,
and you ain't leaving with certain.
you could look like a neek. You could. It's possible.
Good.
Not if it's a 10-10 moonwalk.
Okay.
Depends on who's watching the movie. You know, some people just hating.
Yeah.
Some people just be hating.
You can't really hate on the electric slide.
People
Can't
be,
hate
bro. I've seen people hitting the electric slide. 'Cause like, how does everyone know this?
Yeah, but
That's different.
How does anyone know this?
That's different.
I still don't really get it. I'm
It's
like, I'm
true.
not that white.
Like the Macarena and the electric slide, they take coordination. They can easily go wrong if someone in the line ain't doing it right and they fucked up the next person. Then the moonwalk is about you and the floor and the music.
Yeah. But you have to hit.
you have to
You
hit.
have to hit.
And
And because not many people were able to hit. That's why we didn't see it in the clubs like that.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean?
Alright, man, take a pick, bro.
Yeah,
You
go
know,
on. What's your
you guys all picked great, and a couple of my first picks gone. So, I mean, it's a good pick still. I'm gonna go with the Dougie. I think.
Okay.
I think
That was my third pick.
I think that
I'll
was.
give you my next one. I can't
Yeah,
lie.
that was my
I
third
think
pick.
the
That was my third
Dougie, you know, we get variations of it now as well. Like you get the, do you know what I mean? You get into it. You can really do a lot
That's
with
really
it.
good, yeah.
You start with the Dougie and then, do you know what I mean?
And
So,
also, the Dougie is a great example of if you're white and you can't dance, just learn the Dougie and you'll be okay.
oh, you'll be great.
Bro.
You'll be great.
100%.
honestly, if you can't dance and you learn a Dougie, yeah, everyone around you gonna get
100%.
especially if you look like you can't dance.
Exactly.
If you pull out a Dougie, oh
And you
my,
look like you cannot dance.
everyone
it's
in the
crazy.
room will lose their entire
It's
mind.
crazy. It's crazy,
Like,
bro.
I didn't know you had like
I didn't.
Exactly.
I
and then
did
you have
not
unlimited
see.
aura for the rest of the night.
100%.
Unlimited
100%.
aura.
That's
That's
what
crazy.
I tried to teach other white people. Just rock with me.
Can you,
just,
Dougie?
It's
rock
it's the
with me.
non-dancers.
Oh, me or white people?
Can you?
You know I can.
It's non-dancers. I'm not a dancer,
We'll
so
dog you off right now. I swear I'll win. I swear I'll win.
I'm not a dancer. That's hilarious. I'm not a dancer, so as a non-dancer, being able to Dougie was big. Do you know what I mean? It was great.
That's a strong pick. I can't lie. That's
I'm gonna go with
that's
that.
a very
Wait,
strong
but
pick.
this is like dancing, like in the like out dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to go with a classic then.
No, go.
Just a two-step.
Oh,
Alright, fair,
days,
fair.
for flip's sake,
fair.
man.
Just a two-step.
What is left?
Okay.
I don't mind.
Toby, what you saying?
This one shook the world, and this one here, he's gonna say that he was the first to do it. I'm picking the Soldier Boy.
Oh, that was.
Crank
This
that.
might be our best draft yet, you know. I don't know how you're going to pick. 'Cause
That's
it's
good.
Oh, I need to start thinking. This is tough.
I'm struggling for picks right now, so I think I'm just going to play it safe for
Okay.
this second round pick, you know. It's a team game.
Okay.
It's about the three, not the one. I'm going to go with one that I think died too early because of TikTok.
Okay.
But it might be one of the greatest trends
Oh,
that
here we go.
our generation have ever created.
I know what he's gonna say.
I'm going with the Woe.
Oh yeah. I know,
Yep.
Yeah.
Fast.
Okay.
Okay. This is. Oh wait.
He doesn't get Nick.
You guys correct me if this is not a dance move or dance trend per
I
se.
know.
This is actually one that goes back to our mothers and fathers. 67. 67 models? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? The afros and all of that. I'm gonna go Soul Train. I hope we bring that back, but I'm gonna go Soul Train. I'm gonna go Soul Train.
Okay.
I might be losing. Might be losing.
I'm a bit torn between them. I have two. One of them was definitely a trend. But I don't know if it was so much a dance trend. The other one's definitely a dance trend that's been around for fucking like generations.
I think your first one might be the one that came up in my mind, but we'll see.
Because so I had two in my mind. I don't know. I can't say both. I'll pick one and I'll do the other. I'll say the other one afterwards. But I was thinking the Harlem Shake.
Yeah. Oh,
Wait, which one?
what have I
The
done?
Harlem Shake.
The Harlem Shake.
That's right.
What
Okay,
have I
okay,
done?
That's,
Oh, I should have saved Soul Train.
that's solid.
Harlem Shake is solid.
That is good.
Harlem
Alright.
Shake is solid.
Yeah, everyone's trying to Harlem Shake. Ooh.
Guys.
Ooh. Alright,
I
fair.
like to go out and dance.
Oh, that's just reminded me of another one now, though.
I know exactly what you're
And it
thinking of
shook the world.
now. I know what you're thinking
But I
about.
don't want to pick it. I've got three in my head.
Damn, I need to think. I got one, but it's not quite what I want. What's undeniable? This is why I needed the Macarena, man. This is where I needed that for my the last pick. Shake
What's
the
what's
room.
that shit called?
Take it back, man.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know what I'm picking. I'm not a fan of this move at all. If it was up to me, I would have picked the Millie Rock.
Hey,
But-
Millie Rock's hard.
The Millie
though.
Rock's hard. But the Millie Rock didn't shake the world. It only shook people that know about it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is why I'm going to take this one. This shook the world. The little boy got on Ellen DeGeneres. Yeah. I'm picking the floss.
Yeah, that was.
I hate
picking
you
the
so
floor.
much.
so fucking nerdy.
Wait, I hate you so much.
I'm not a fan of that move. Yeah.
I hate you so
I don't like
much.
that move, but can't deny it.
Can't
deny
deny
what
it.
I
a couple
did.
times though.
Oh, fair play.
All right.
Oliver definitely Googling pictures, man. He's
No, I'm not.
fine. Oh, you're
I need to think now.
Moonwalk. Whoa. So I've jumped generations quite drastically. So I need to try and find a middle ground.
to secure my not last place because I can't come last because there's some strong picks here. I can't even lie.
I've got some, but I'm trying to think of the world.
I know that's
Del
the thing.
Mundo.
I had some shit. I was like, that's just UK. That is just straight UK, or that's just America.
Yeah, I got you.
Things that shock the world. Two-step really fucked me up.
Yeah, two-step is
I still
such
do
a
it.
great pick.
Two-step fucked me
Two-step's
up.
such a great pick.
I'm gonna go with the thing that made being African cool again.
The Azonto.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Azonto.
He's gone and done it.
Yeah.
He's snatched that from like literally. Oh my god.
Was that your next pick?
That was it, man. I was conceding in the 89th minute, man. I'm feeling that. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. There's so many. There's it's thinking about.
It was on my board.
It's thinking about is it El Mundo or Del Mundo? Whatever, man. The world. That's what I'm struggling with.
means of the world.
So
El Mundo means the
El
world.
Mundo. So yeah. Think about El Mundo. Something that because I've got Caribbean over here. I've got a whole bunch of Caribbean over here.
I just had one. Oh,
I just had another one.
Yeah, you four
I got a whole bunch of
Should we do five?
No, we ain't got time. I got UK, America, Caribbean. But I'm thinking about El Mundo, and
I got this such a strong. Like it might be the same one. I don't know.
guys,
Hey, David,
help.
run it.
I need help. Okay, it's the last.
Look your
bit.
hat.
Yeah. Okay.
Think about what vibe your hat gives off. Yeah.
This is where I should have gone up and done it. I ain't got it like that. I'll be real. I wish I could.
He went out shit crew, but even deep. It was
Oh shit! And you know what? Shout out Oliver for that
There's
pick.
some moves though.
Yeah, I fucking see walking, bro.
Yeah, we're going with that,
Like,
bro.
you remember the 2001 tour, Dr. Dre, like Up in Smoke?
Yeah,
He
Crip
like,
Walk,
yo,
Crip
I want
Walk.
to see my Sea-Walk. And then he fucking comes out. Oh, dude, that was
Yeah,
crazy.
we going with
That's
this.
a-
Sea-Walk tutorials ran YouTube
Yeah,
for
yeah.
like at least a good 8 years.
No, easily.
Easily.
Oh, I'm gonna give that. That's a Shambles pick. I'm going with the Crip Walk right
Walk.
there. Yeah.
Let's throw some honorable mentions out there. We
Yeah.
didn't. The light bulb thing from India.
That is hilarious.
I don't know it's cool.
I'm sure they don't call it the light bulb, bro.
thing from India is insane.
Someone had a great idea.
It came up.
The Bombay twist. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
That's a second.
The light bulb thing.
The Kama Sutra. Talking about.
The covers.
Then we got that one. We got
Twerking.
the jerk.
Ooh, twerking.
I was thinking about twerking.
You know what I mean?
was
I
thinking
did not
'cause
think about twerking.
Twerking took over the world. People doing it on walls and shit. You
Yeah,
had to tell kids in
twerking.
school.
Stop.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Too many
You
fucking
actually had to
songs.
tell them to stop. No, you actually had to tell them to stop. You had to tell them to stop.
Bro, the twist.
The
Oh,
twist,
dude,
yeah.
the twist. Oh, shit.
The twist.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
even
I
like
missed so
line
many.
dancing to go country a bit.
Yeah.
Like, that's a whole fucking movement.
I
Still.
missed
That's
so
still
many.
that's still fucking live.
I
you
missed
know?
so many.
Bro, they're hella.
They were hella.
They were hella.
Alright, I'm gonna ring Tommy for the winner.
Okay.
Alright, go ahead.
Yo, Tommy, I'm on the pod, yeah? And you're on speaker. Do you have time?
I'm at some event, but what's going on?
Wait, how important is the event?
It's not that important.
Alright. So we just did a draft. It's me, Toby, David, and Johnny, Bubba Johnny. And we just did a draft for greatest dance moves. Well, greatest dance crazes. Yeah? And we need you to judge. So, top 3, number 1 is the electric slide, Soldier Boy, and the floss.
That's tough.
The floss
Yeah, flossing.
in the top 3.
No, not his. Not his.
Wait.
It's not Tommy's favourites. It has to be just.
It's not your favourites.
It's
just
what
a
took the
timeless
world.
dance move.
It's what-
Yeah.
Which ones took over the world? Dances that took over the world.
It's just the strongest top 3 about dances that took over the world.
Soldier Boy, floss, and
Electric slide. Then you have top 3, number 2. The Macarena, the 2-step, and the Harlem Shake.
That's tough.
like the real Harlem Shake or the
The real Harlem Shake, the real one.
That's the real question though.
Yeah, no, I asked the same thing. Top 3, number 3. The Moonwalk, the Woe, and the Azonto. And then top 3, number 4, you have
even this shit.
the guys.
Sorry.
Top 3, number 4, you have the Dougie, Soul Train, and Crip Walk.
Soul Train.
Yeah,
Is that a dance crate? That's like a event, wasn't it? That's not like a...
I hate it. It was a TV show.
No one said this. No one said this. I asked. I said, tell me that.
So of those 4 top 3s, which one?
Which one? Let me look. Trick or the Dougie?
I just screenshot it. I'm gonna send it to you now so you can have a look at it.
Why has it got names to it?
No.
All of them have a strong contender in it. All of them have a couple strong contenders. That's what I'm thinking, right? First one, the Floss. Come on, man. The Floss has no business.
Again, it can't be personal.
You know this.
It can't be personal, by the way.
It
It's
can't
just
be
things.
personal.
It's just things that took over the world. Remember they had a little boy on Ellen DeGeneres. Remember that?
It wasn't even that long, was it?
It wasn't,
It was
but
long
like
enough. It was long
that
enough.
kid got on Ellen DeGeneres for it and stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, Ellen was letting anybody under.
You know what the floss? Get it out. He's
I think the best top 3 here. This might shock you, but I'm actually gonna go for Macarena 2-step Harlem Shake.
Okay. And second.
no seconds. No
place.
seconds. If I was gonna lose,
Second place. Ooh, second place is hard. See, if the Floss went there, I'd put that one there. But I feel like the Floss is taking away points.
Nigga, please.
go on, say it.
Hey, second, bro.
One.
Huh?
That one might have been number 1 if the Floss wasn't there. The Floss is.
He hates the floss.
This feels too personal.
He
man.
hates the
Alright,
floss.
alright, alright.
Last place. What's in last place?
Yeah, what's the worst one?
Last place. Ah.
Go with.
Oh, I can't do that last. Actually, I'm changing my list.
Okay.
First place. Oh, bro, I don't know. This is hard.
Oh, bro, hurry up, man. We all day.
Okay. Last place, I'm gonna put Floss Soldier Electric Slide. Cause the Floss, like, why is the Floss there?
No, I'm not having that. He went from could be first to his dead last.
Wait. What's that?
You know what? How big was Azonto? Azonto was big, wasn't it?
Bro, Azonto made it cool to be African.
The Floss was bigger than Azonto. I'm not. Be for real.
Crip Walk, Soul Train.
What on doing
Come
Azonto and Ellen
on.
DeGeneres?
Tommy, just say it, man. Wait.
Okay, last place, I'm putting Moonwalk Words onto.
I'm hanging up. Fuck you, bro. I'm hanging up. Goodbye. You're done here.
Good shit. Hey, Johnny, well done, man.
Hey, Johnny, shout out, Johnny.
Well done.
Hey, well done, Johnny. Well
It's
done,
fair to
Johnny.
say I got second. It's fair to say I got second. He spoke about the floss. We know about you already. Hey, man.
If I changed the Floss to the worm, I think I would have been first.
Yeah, you would have
I
got
would've
it.
been
You would have had it. Nah, man. Hey, man. Shout out, Johnny.
He's too black, man. That's what it is.
He said the floss. He said the floss. Floss.
Accentuated
Oh,
over there.
That is hilarious. Hey,
Alright,
man. That was
Fuck the
amazing.
draft, man.
Hey, man. My streak is up. My streak is up, but I lost to Worthy. Hey, man. Johnny, shout out you, bro. It was the Harlem Shake.
Harlem Shake,
Yeah.
bro. It's solid.
Solid.
It is.
Solid.
Can't lie.
Solid.
Anyway, Johnny,
Imagine
thanks for
that.
coming,
3
man.
black guys losing to white boys.
Oh, Tommy, call him back. Call him.
Crazy.
Bring him up now. Tell him who said what. I changed my mind. He needs to know.
Last place for sure.
I'm only finding solace in the fact that it didn't happen in October or February.
Oh, shit. Nah,
we need to do better.
we do need to do better. We do.
But
We do.
I was there. I was on the precipice.
So what, Arsenal? Okay, it doesn't matter. If
You were never on the precipice of victory. You were never there.
we're gonna
You were
finish
never there.
second 3 times in a row. That's literally the precipice.
That literally. Oh, what did we do to improve? Nothing. Nothing.
Look, hey, before we round up, yo, Johnny, is there anything you want to plug here for yourself? Like,
I think
just
we've
let
already
people
plugged
know.
it, guys. I think
You have like 6
guys
Yeah,
doing
just-
is real fucking fun. So.
Yeah, man.
They
Shout
will
out
be
to you
there.
guys.
Yeah.
If it's coming on, man.
Yeah.
Bubba Oasis.
Where
Yeah,
where
man.
can people find you? Where can people find Bubba?
Men Like Johnny online on Instagram, and we're Bubba Oasis on Instagram as well.
Yeah, production's gonna put that there, but they're not really.
I actually will. This time.
He said-
it's
he
funny
says
'cause,
this
like,
every
at the beginning
episode.
He was like saying, "Is it VEYRET? VEYRET?" Bro, so I used to. So that used to be my Instagram was Johnny VEYRET, and every time I'd get that same fucking dumbass question, but I was just like, I'm sorry you don't speak French. And then I was like, and then one day I got called Man Like Johnny like 9 times, and I was like, right, that's my fucking.
That's
handle.
it. Ah,
Come on.
I have
There we
a friend
go.
who's-
We love
I have
a story.
friend who's obviously like he has a French name, which in French would be Gilles. But his name's Gillis.
Yeah, Gillis. Yeah.
That's just
That's
that,
how
bro.
people say, "Oh, nice gillet you're wearing."
Gilet.
It's called a gilet.
Gilet. No, do you know what's actually funny? No lie. Like sometimes, like if we're posting something, we get like the notification, maybe like Man Like Johnny's interacting with this. I'm like, who's Man Like Johnny? Then I go on and it's like, Man Like Johnny. Shout out Johnny for real. That's my guy. It happens from time
that's
to time.
real shit, man.
Oh man, but yeah, man. It's been another great pod. I've been Keech.
Toby.
Ollie,
Johnny.
Beautiful.
we out.
We out.